Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Weller and today I want to talk about the Curse of Strahd for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. This is how to homebrew the Curse of Strahd in your game. There are many different mysteries and elements in the Curse of Strahd that require or allow homebrewing by a dungeon master. It would be impossible for me to try to cover everything that you could homebrew in the Curse of Strahd, but here are a few things you could consider. The Fortunes of Ravenloft is integrated into the adventure, so the whole story is modified and homebrewed for every different group that plays it. So I've actually done a video on how to do that, and I would suggest going and checking out how that works. This is certainly tied into homebrewing your game. Rudolph van Richten's involvement in the story and interactions with the players or the party offers a whole lot of different ways or ideas about how you can integrate him and use him in the story, but it's mostly left completely open to interpretation by the dungeon master. The locations of the blinsky dolls that can be found and what they actually do is hinted at, but it's left really up to the dungeon master to create their own ideas, which is why I did a video on that topic as well. The random encounter tables offer very basic information and are prime opportunities to homebrew your game, and that doesn't mean just adding in combat encounters. Whatever happened to the third magic gem seed from the Wizard of Wine's vineyard? It's left completely up to the dungeon master discretion, and of course it's not spelled out in the adventure that that's what the intention was, but Chris Perkins has made that clear in comments on social media. How and when Strahd von Zarovich is presented to the adventuring party is really completely up to you. There are some ideas presented in the adventure. I've actually done a video on that topic as well, so you're welcome to go and check that out. Where the characters start in Barovia has a few options provided, but there's choices that the dungeon master and the player can make. You could start off with the Death House, you could start off in the Mists, you could start off in the village of Barovia, or you could go off and just start in Kresk. The Mad Mage of Mount Barton, who is actually a famous wizard called Mordenkainen, includes a range of responses in the adventure, but it's expected that a dungeon master will modify this NPC or non-player character because there's a lot of unanswered questions in the adventure, and you've also got to take into consideration the choices of your players. Incorporating the dark powers or dark lords or dark gods, whatever you want to call them, into the adventuring party's experience with Strahd and Barovia, that's something a lot of people like to try to incorporate into their game. I've done that myself. The way that magic and spells work in Barovia has its own section in the book for modifying it, and there's a couple of examples of it. The tarokka card deck can be reused as a pseudo fortune-telling tool in the Curse of Strahd, or in fact in another adventure completely if you wanted to. There's actually a section in the back of the book, page 243 to page 244, where you could actually use those cryptic comments and actually use it as a fortune-telling process. The mysteries of the circle of stones near the old bone grinder is begging for an answer to what it is and how it's used. Now, there's lots of different theories around Stonehenge, and I would suggest looking at that as an opportunity to come up with ideas for why that circle of stones exists. Expanding the races living in Barovia, as it's mostly humans, you could certainly change it up and include a lot of different races in your game. Now, this video was only intended to give you a sample of the sorts of things that people like to homebrew in the Curse of Strahd. If you want to see more involved detail on this topic, I actually have a live stream video you can go and watch, and I give you lots of very detailed information about how I did it in my game or how you could do it in your own game. Now, if you found this video helpful and informative, that's great. I have hundreds of videos for players and dungeon masters you are welcome to go and check out. If you want to support the channel so I keep doing video content like this, you can through my Patreon, and you also could do that through the Amazon affiliate links down in the description, the merchandise shelf underneath all of my videos, or just watch my videos. Do all the normal YouTube things, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live, and I go live a lot, and when I publish new videos. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.